Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Dead Cells. I have a plan. We're on BC 3 for the time. Well, was it gonna kick it up to 4? Should we kick it up to 4? You know, here's the thing. If we die, that means we're at the perfect difficulty, right? It means we're at the difficulty where we actually need to practice a little bit more. So now that we're at 4, we have even less healing. Fantastic. What are you? Oh, you're Dracula. So if we get to Dracula, we can get a new blueprint, but you know what? That's gonna happen at some point anyways. For this run, what do we want? You know, broadsword is fun. I mean, we basically have panchucks and magic missiles. The panchucks are not tactics though, they're brutality, so we have a kind of a mixed bag here. The repeater crossbow is actually really fun, I like it. Kind of a red build here, although again, it's a melee weapon and a ranged weapon, but they don't have the same color scaling. I like magic missile. I actually think it's pretty decent, but do I want to run a tactics build? I think I want to run survival, and I've done survival recently, but what I want is I think I want to grab a better melee weapon for survival and then use that eventually. So for now, we'll start with a repeater crossbow with the rooting, and then maybe we can swap onto something else later. Yo, they changed the visual effects of the magnetic grenade. In fact, I think they just changed the magnetic grenade to make it better. I'm down for that. Magnetic grenade, I think, did need a bit of a buff. So how the heck does this work? When you hit an enemy with the repeater crossbow bolts, it roots the enemies and then also does damage over time. And then you can also do critical damage by actually hitting them with the other form of the weapon, the quickfire form. So we have a good ranged weapon early that is tactics. I think I still prefer, I know I prefer the explosive crossbow to this. But for now, we'll take it, and then we'll find a new weapon later. Oh my god, enemies teleport. I forgot about that. Oh, I should have been hit there. At this difficulty, enemies will be teleporting. We don't have melees to deal with, which is nice, but we can't just engage enemies from afar by throwing grenades at them anymore. That's not gonna happen. I will grab this. It's not stats? What? Do you only get stats out of that when you're on BC 5? I don't know. I thought that you got stats from that grenade out of like BC 2, but it must have changed it at some point. It's absurd. We will look for a survival skill, but probably not be able to afford anything. I mean, I got to admit the I knew it. The Slay the Spire card is just absurdly great. Should have been ducking a little bit. Actually, you know what? The repeater crossbow shots don't pierce. That's why I'm not killing enemies reliably. They nerfed it entirely, no stats now. This is Dadvidian. It's a shame because I really liked being able to roll this for stats early. I thought it was a pretty nice balance because you lost an inventory slot, but you had a little bit of extra health to survive the early game. And I would take it for like a couple of floors until I got more health. Helped prevent you from getting one shot quite as easily, but you know, they changed it. Maybe it wasn't intentional to begin with. Maybe they rethought it. Oh well. The other thing is that it made it, what I liked about it is that, oh yes, we'll take telluric shock in that case. What I liked about it is that even if you had to take it because you were trying to get a blueprint, the extra stats means that you are more likely to get to your destination in order to get the blueprint because you're a little bit stronger. Like, it had its uses. Wasn't an insanely, like, great overpowering item, but I guess it was more than they had intended. We'll say no to the syringe for now. Even though I do like it. Those teleported in when I got here. You can't put one past me, game. I saw it. So he's gonna teleport. Oh, he's invisible too. Jumping on an enemy stuns it, an extra jump in midair. I hate jumping on an enemy stuns it because that means that you don't land when you want to land. Anything that interrupts the character's movement, I'm a proponent of ignoring when possible. This is no exception. Really? I mean, that's fine, there's healing on the level. I really thought that I would have gotten out of the range of the explosion. All right, so let's go grab our health. We need to, you know, we're at the difficulty where that is gonna matter. There's no other way of healing other than your potions. Your flasks. So, we'll grab this. Grab this, we don't have to worry about melees. And then there was a shop, so why don't we check out the shop, see if there's anything we can buy. No, I like what we have. Why is my left trigger, right trigger flashing? Now they've stopped. I don't know why they were flashing, but that's okay. All right, let's go to the castle. Now here's a question. Will this crossbow work against death? I'm going to assume no. I'm gonna assume that it is gonna be absolute trash. Oh, we have so many outfits. The clothes of the most revengeful of all Belmonts. Don't call him Trevi, or he could hate you even more than he hates Dracula. Wish you could test outfits when you're here. The Scythia outfit, traditional robes worn by the witches of the Belnadas clan. And the Matthias Kronkvist outfit. When he was still human, Dracula cursed God for taking his beloved Elizabetha from him. Lore, 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 lore. Dracula lore, Dracula lore, Dracula lore. Please give me piercing. Thank you. Literally all I cared about. Plus damage to a burning target, spreads oil. Spreads oil, victims burn, plus damage to a burning target. You know what? I got what I wanted, which was piercing. We will take disengagement. Although, I will say, necromancy is a good one to grab for the constant healing that you get out of it. Doesn't help you on boss fights, but helps you to get to the boss fights. But disengagement early is something that I just like. Although I will admit, we probably should have taken No Mercy to kill enemies a little bit faster, because everything's gonna have this DOT effect on it thanks to that. I'm saying all this aloud, not just for your own benefit, but for mine as well, so I can remember how the heck to build properly and appropriately. Remember what my previous builds in this game actually were. Well, fine. No secrets? What is this? Get out of here. No one likes you. Wow, that just did nothing, huh? I am curious about whether that crossbow-wielding jerk could actually turn around, but I didn't want to risk it. Panhandler asks, oh god, hold on. Abe, which game is more difficult in your opinion? Gungeon or Dead Cells? Clearly Dead Cells. I can play Gungeon with my freaking eyes closed. I've done it once. Well, not the whole game, just one boss fight, but... Dead Cells is a way more harsh game. freaking die in like 2 seconds. You did not get rooted for long. You must be resistant to it. You know, rarely in Gungeon do you instantly die. That's like how I die most of the time in the Cells of the Dead. I do like the music in this biome. It is a little loud. I'll crank it down by ever so slight degree. An iron staff. Iron staff. No. You did use gastronomy a lot in the past. Damage boost mostly, I think. Right, so gastronomy is the one where when you recycle food, you get a big damage bonus. One of the reasons why I took it, by the way, was to power up for the lighthouse fight. Because there's a lot of food on the lighthouse fight, and if you can recycle the food, you can get damage bonus for that fight and hopefully try to get the flawless out of it. So I have done that before. But a lot of the food in BC5 is also cursed, or malaised, infected, I guess is how it's called. So you don't want to just eat all that food. Recycling it gives you a value out of the food. And then the other thing I would take is necromancy, which gives you the ability to heal just by killing things, and you're gonna be killing a lot of things, you know? No, you are not resistant to that. I don't know why it wasn't really working on you too much before. Clunk, 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 clunk. I do have a bit of a preference in Dead Cells for ranged weapons. I think the ranged weapons are just a little bit better just because of the fact that a lot of enemies in this game you don't really want to be getting close to. Especially in the higher difficulties. I will kill you. Hold on. I gotta wait for my ammo to come back. Give me a second. Got him. 2 extra jumps in midair, damage from projectiles, reduce 75%. Costs us a little bit of max health, but it's pretty good. Random skills, yes. I might want to replace the grenade with something else. For now, it's not really costing me anything, though. These enemies are not the worst in the world, not the hardest. We can kill them with our current weapon loadout. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doodle. A very, like, amusing little, musical jingle there. Hello, thank you. Thank you for all this money. Advidian says, the gastro damage boost lasts freaking 5 minutes and stacks with each piece of food. Yeah, again, that's how I, one of the ways in which I practice flawlessing the lighthouse fight, because there's guaranteed food drops on the fight. It doesn't last 5 minutes. And you can save the food on the previous level, eat it before you get down there, and then you have an even more damage boost. Oh, bonk. Wait, up. Oh, I haven't fixed the elevator yet, I guess. Connie, welcome. Says, what's up, nerds? I was just thinking about you. I was gonna say, I did not forget about your question as to how the train signals work in Factorio. I just haven't had an opportunity to tell you how they work yet. It's okay, if I ever do play a run of Factorio, I'll just explain it then, right? Rapid fire bolts inflicting critical hits on rooted targets. I'm just looking at my crossbow here. I was wondering if maybe it would also work on stunned targets, but it doesn't seem to be the case. It's gotta be rooted. I don't know, is this guy immune to the rooting? Nope. Seems like for some reason the rooting is not getting applied all the time. It's very strange. You know what it is? I think it's, oh, I went into the bone. I think it's that the rooting does not get applied with the piercing. I have to hit the enemy with the main bolt in order to root them. That would explain it. Because, like, I'm definitely hitting enemies with the bolts from the primary shot here, but it's not applying. Honestly, I'm gonna get rid of the grenade. I think we've gotten all the blueprints from enemies because, well, I mean, we're not seeing icons over the enemies' heads, and we've already gotten the blueprint from the werewolf and the flying enemy and, you know, all the other guys, so. Give me a second. Thank you. I had to wait for my ammo to come back. Extra jump in midair, damage from projectiles reduced. Much better stat distribution. We'll take a point in tactics at some point, just for the health. Honey says, for now I've settled on straight rails with two-way locomotives. Honestly, that's just what you should do in the early game. Because you don't need, like, a fancy... Oh my god. You don't need, like, a fancy freaking setup. Dude, I got, like, none of my health back. That's very disappointing. Well, here's hoping we can find food. We'll definitely take necromancy on the next level, because we're gonna need it. I'm gonna try to look for another food drop somewhere. They can still teleport while rooted, huh? There should be another food drop in the level. We've only had one. I think that's how it works. Come on. I'm looking, man. Get out of here. There's still stuff that I think we skipped out on, so we're gonna do a little bit of backtracking. You know what? I'm just realizing something else. In Dracula's castle, there is a food merchant. We can always save up money and then buy a health flask from him if we have to. Oh my god. I didn't think about that. I'm gonna use a heal. We can buy a heal in one floor, since I've just remembered about that. But the bone guy, when they surprise you from underneath, I hate them. Well, I just hate them all the time anyways. Okay, now here's the question. Do you want to roll Scythe Claws? I'm hitting the wrong button. Hold on. Wide. Wide arc on the first shot, long arc on the second one. Don't love that. Clearly. I'm not a huge fan, and we basically have to take kill rhythm if we take this. But, you know, we can make something work. We've got grenades and caloric shock. I don't think we need to spend money. I think we can save it for the next floor and then go to the health shop, if it exists. Okay, I did find the food, which is great. It just has such a big wind-up on the second attack. There's another, whoops, this is not a teleporter. There's another shop. We're probably not gonna go to it, but let's at least look and see what it is. Try to remember what, you know, every floor has for like future runs. Because the shops are all the same. Survival. Don't do this to me. Don't give me a freaking explosive crossbow when I just picked up a claw. Dude, baseball bat. I'm gonna do claw. You know what? Let's freaking do it. Why not? I got nothing else better to do today. Let's do it. let's get ourselves killed. We are done. Have you tried death scythes? I actually was lucky enough to have a run with the legendary death scythes on it, which was very good. It was a very fun run. I wish we could have had that like forever. Downward smash attacks burn the ground and cover the ground in oil. It's an interesting one. Really like what we currently have. I think we're just gonna sell and move on. Segus Jr. says, claws are one of the only two-handed weapons, I take it. There's like 5, 6 different two-handed weapons. The claws are just weird because it's a melee two-handed weapon, so it's very difficult to work around, I feel. All right, what is Necromancy at? 0.52% HP after killing an enemy. I'm gonna take it because we need the health. Now we also need 4,000 gold. We should get 4,000 gold. Excuse me? We don't need it quite yet. Effing hell, god damn it. I've not played this game for a long time. I do not have the necessary skills to make a scythe claw build work, I think. Okay, we got a big heal out of that tactics scroll. The real, why are you here? Real thing about the claws is that you really do need to be comboing constantly. If you're not comboing your attacks, you're not doing damage. I'm gonna leave that there for a little bit. Like, you've really got to be hitting an enemy, going to the next enemy, hitting them with the other claw, going to the next enemy, hitting them with the other claw. Okay, I have 1 HP. That happened fast. I feel like that should not have happened. And yet here we are, okay. Dude, I gotta get rid of these scythe claws. They're gonna get me killed. They are actually gonna get me killed. Already grabbed the health from over here, so 2 flasks down, easy. Easy peasy. Did I not get healing out of him? I killed him. Do I have to kill people with a melee attack to get heals out of them? Oh my god. This is part of the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of the freaking scythe claws. If they don't get a kill in one hit, they're too slow. Kill rhythm speeds them up, but we don't have kill rhythm. Okay. I'm probably gonna be looking for another weapon. Let's... Like, I'm not healing. I gotta look at this. Oh, recovers health up to 50%. They changed it. At least I think they changed it. I don't remember it doing that. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Death Scythe is actually pretty good. I really like Death Scythe, but I don't know. In my head, I'm like, okay, maybe the claws are gonna be good against Death himself, and then we can buy a heal on the floor if the healing guy is on this floor. I don't know. Let's just keep moving for a second. Yeah, I thought necromancy would work up to 100% health. Jesus. This is probably one of those things that changed at one point in the game, and it changed like before or like during the last time I was playing Dead Cells frequently. So at one point they changed it, but necromancy used to give you like health up to your max, which was freaking fantastic. I understand why they needed to change it though. That's too strong. I hate it, but you know. I'm always two-hitting these enemies because I don't do enough damage with the claws. You thought it scaled with your stats. I don't know. I think necromancy would be too strong if it scaled with your stats. Like so it scales the percentage health that you get back per kill, but it looks like it has a hard cap at 50%. You can't get more than that. Inflicts a critical hit if you previously used the other claw. Is it use or hit with the other claw? I don't know. But keep cranking on that HP. If you get kill rhythm with this, it's actually pretty nice because kill rhythm makes your alternating weapons attack faster. So with the claws, you can get them to like minus 50% attack speed, which is freaking phenomenal. Plus 50% attack speed, whatever. Hey, claws! Well, you know, it's a different claw, but it's slightly better. So sure. I mean, an upgrade's an upgrade, right? A part of me does think maybe this would be an okay weapon for death. It's another dead end. Very strange. Oh no. Look, I'm gonna do it. Colorless turret. Well, I think that's okay. I'm gonna be honest, I'm very tempted to take flint temporarily. Because at least flint, I understand how to use it, and I can probably not die when I use it. And with a colorless Tesla coil, maybe I can keep myself alive. Hello? Like, he sees me. This is not a mystery to him. Unfortunately. You know what? Can you come here? He does not care. Oh no! Rip! Rip, bud! Yes, I'm gonna go slow on this. Are you kidding me? Hey, come here. You didn't come over here. You're also eating my turret. Whoa, God! I didn't even see his, like, teleport indicator. Hey, come here. We're at 30. That's something. Could have been better. It's okay, like anything that teleports to me will teleport into the trap. You okay? Jesus. Give it a second. I have ways around this. Curse lifted. Now we can be a little bit more aggressive, although this has been working. For sure. I just realized I don't have the scythe claw anymore. I have the flint, which I didn't use at all during those last encounters. Gotta acknowledge though, I think the flint is just a better weapon. It's got a weird charge on it, but like, it does better damage. And it doesn't require me to like kill myself with the claws. So let's go even more health. Like, I killed you in one hit. That's pretty good. 111. I like our stat distribution. Just waiting for him to be a... Oh my God. It's a lot of biters. Just waiting for him to pop out. What a terrible sound. Sound of the biters dying. It's as though a bunch of biters yelled out at once and were suddenly silenced. Move! It's okay, we're fine. There's just a dead end. Oh, there's the exit. I haven't found a food shop yet, but that doesn't mean there's not one, just that we haven't found it yet. I gotta acknowledge that the flint has been pretty good, but I think I will try Scythe Claw for death. That might get me killed, but maybe I'll learn something. Maybe I'll learn how to play this freaking game, right? Yo, the eyes in that skull painting are following me. Creepy! You know what? Fair, but I did heal back off of that. What a strange dead end. Legendary Flimp OP, no need to charge for the full attack. That sounds fantastic. I would love to find that myself. We got enough damage on the floor where I can just one-tap these enemies. Careful about jumping into that guy. Let's go ahead and grab another survival. Might want to think about that perk that gives us 50% more health too. There is a food shop. We need to buy the flask recharge. We need to buy the big heal. Now we got enough health to be happy about. -1 flask is not terrible. Let's get a little bit more cash. And, well, now's the moment of truth, really. Don't know what mutations I'm gonna want. I'm gonna think about that. Leg whistle, 2 fists, says Jackman. What? Are you thinking I should get the giant whistle for the fight? Maybe. Hello, goodbye. Critical damage plus 30%. Cannot be interrupted. Cannot be interrupted. Plus damage to a poison target plus 20% damage. I have no money. Good lord. Necromancy is not nearly as good as I thought it was. Gastronomy. The effect of food increases 65%, but if you recycle it, you do plus 25% damage for 5 minutes. Did the damage buff get nerfed? Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, legendary giant whistle hits twice. You get 2 fists. That's pretty good. I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna go disengagement, soldier's resistance, kill rhythm. Well, let's give it a shot. What's the worst we can have? What's the worst that can happen to us fighting death? What's the worst? Though I feel like you don't really want to be that close to death, but here we are. Scythe v Scythe? His scythe is better. I prefer his scythe. If I could get it for free, I might change away from Scythe Claw, but I really... Okay, he's got scythes. I really thought that I could cancel my attack fast enough. Get out of the way. He's got really annoying attacks, huh? Ow! Well, next phase. What? I think we're gonna get him. one, well, other than the, oh, Tombstone, we're gonna go to Tombstone. We've done it, we upgraded. Honestly, it's fun. I really like the Tombstone. No. Get rid of this. The one attack that Death has that always gets me is the one where he just fires out the orbs, because he can't really stand stationary. You have to get away from them. They turn around, they hit you from behind, which means you can't really do like a slow melee attack like the Scythe Claw. You gotta get out of the way. Not my favorite attack from him. Everything else he does is doable. The scythes that just kind of float around the screen are definitely annoying, but you know, you can probably pull them away. Yeah, maybe like Wave of Denial would probably work, or maybe just even having a shield and parrying the orbs that he fires at you. If you can parry them and get rid of them, maybe that opens up time to attack him. I don't know, I haven't figured that part out yet, but I got thoughts and strategies for that fight. The Red Death outfit. Don't look under her mask. Right now, though, I think I just want to get rid of Kill Rhythm, get rid of the Scythes, and take the Tombstone. Because the Scythes always get me killed whenever I try it. So we're going to go for Disengagement. We're going to go for probably Soldier's Resistance. And we've got to take one more perk. No Mercy's fine, but maybe we'll just go for Gastronomy. It is pretty good. Better Food? Better Food is always great. And then where can we go from here? From the Defiled Necropolis, we can go to Slumbering Sanctuary, Stilt Village, and Fractured Shrines, if that is actually correct. We're gonna double check all of them. I was kind of hoping for a bank. Legendary Tombstone? I don't know what that does, but I would love to know. Well, no, don't tell me. I would love to find out on my own, let's say. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, if only I had a baseball bat. You want to know what I would love? I would love to actually be able to practice these fights, the boss fights in the game, but you actually can't do that because they don't exist in the game's practice right now. They're not in the practice arena, which is very unfortunate. Wow. They really dodge very well, don't they? You know what? We're getting some enemies with this. Conk. I don't know what stunned you, but something stunned you. We did get hit once there. That's fine. We gotta be careful because we do want to definitely save enemies that are easy to kill so that we can restores 25% of your health, so that we can get the curse chest later and then safely use it, or safely cleanse the curse. That would be nice. Yes, copying the save file would be something that I might want to consider doing at some point, just so that I could practice those fights. But then I have to remember that I've copied the save file and then copy it back. Oh, woe is me, I know, but... Alright, Ice Shard, Grappling Hook. I mean, literally, we need another weapon. Ice Shard slows down enemies. Could be worse, I guess. Chicken Man? Chicken Man! by the hand. You can also use it to, like, momentarily fly. Oh, there is an elite. He's all the way up there, though. You know what? Save you. That worked so well. Extra jump in midair. Yeah. Little bit more health, too, which is fine. Cursed treasure found. Also cheese. Cursed treasure. And cheese. Baby, you know what I like. Knockback shield. I think I'd rather have a shield. Although I haven't really been using shields a lot lately. Which is probably a mistake. I should probably do more. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. The assist mode in the game seems really nice. It's a way that you can turn on options like infinite lives. So you can practice a fight, and if you die, you don't get sent back to the beginning of the game. It has other options as well, of course. Trying to keep simple and weak enemies on screen so we can come back and kill them later. That's the entire method of operation right now. Go ahead, teleport me. I don't care. You can't teleport me. That's the thing. You can't teleport me. I'm unteleportable. Go ahead. I think we can probably take the chest now. Lightning. Not a big fan of the lightning. We're gonna go full on green because I am gonna want the damage for the enemies, of course. But of course. You gotta be careful with the tombstone, but when you get it to work, enemies just melt. And I love that. Now you are being protected, unfortunately. However, I might be able to get you to come over to me. Yeah. Did work? That's probably not gonna work. But I got an idea. Here's my idea. Probably something like this. There you go. It did work. It did kill that enemy. 4 remaining. You know what? You're an easy one. Don't really want to kill the other guy. He scares me. He scares me a lot. I guess we're off in this direction now. Random skills. I like my skill. I like Telluric Shock. Telluric Shock is great. Okay. Didn't really want to fight the demon because the demon does have very annoying attacks. Careful. Really don't want to fight that guy either, so really I'm like, can I get up here? Yes, I can. I just need to kill one enemy. That'll do it. Got him. Didn't mean to do that. Clonk. You know what? Fine. If I have to go and hit you the old-fashioned way, I'll do that. Oh, come on! Really, the problem with this room is the camera. The camera is preventing me from seeing what's going on, so I'm taking damage. Not the best situation to be a part of. Two extra jumps in midair. I really like having lower projectile damage. Jesus. It's okay, we got plenty of food on the level. I'm not worried about dying or anything. I do see the big guy over there, but there's another path we can take as well. Okay, I think we can grab it. Got a wrenching whip. Whip it. Whip it good. Oh, even more damage. Now. Okay. Exactly what we wanted to have happen there. This guy is just waiting for me. You know what? That's one way of doing it. I really don't want to have to fight him. But again, there is another direction we can go in. And you know, if we find some cheese, I wouldn't mind a delicious little floor cheese. We'll go the long way, I guess. Should have gotten the teleporter previously. Okay. Is the jacket skin the only Hotline Miami thing they added? No, there's a baseball bat. And it goes bonk. It's a very bonky bat. We still have disengagement. I don't really want to get the cheese wheel yet. You know, why get it before we lose the power of disengagement, which could save us a lot more HP in the long run. We've killed the elite. Waiting for the teleport to happen, it didn't happen. Yeah, we can get around the big guy though. Very wary about the flying imps. They are quite frustrating at times. You're an elite. Okay, I got an idea. The idea is don't move. What the frick? I didn't realize elites could be in the... I don't know how to handle the situation right now. What are you? Just have to kill one enemy. It's get the imp to follow me, or kill the elite, or kill a big guy, or kill another big guy. I can get the imp to follow me? So in theory, I can get the imp to follow me and then run and throw the trap, and it should be fine. So here's my thing. I think we throw the trap. You're not gonna follow me. We're gonna get the imp's attention, and then we're gonna run. We got his attention, we run. Curse has been lifted. Now if we get hit, we don't die. And we got hit with disengagement, which means we do need to go back for the food immediately. But hey, at least we got that done. I don't know if he sees me. So I'm going to teleport immediately. He saw me. Holy crap. I hate those guys. Okay, get the cheese. Beeline for the cheese. The Gruyere of my dreams awaits me. Ah, now this is the Dead Cells that I remember. Running away from the big guys on the search for cheese. It's weird that it's not a full heal. It gets you to 98%. Whatever. Okay, then someone said there was a secret next to the teleport. Not this one. Must have been a different one. You know what? There's a reason I have Teloric Shock. Legendary Leg Hugger makes the victim bleed. Critical hits on bleeding targets. Well, sure. I mean, here's the deal. It's legendary. I feel like I have to take it. And maybe it was over here. No, let's see it. Well, maybe it's at another teleport. We're gonna have time to search all the teleporters. I'm not worried about that right now. At least we have health. And we're not dead. We did 2 cursed chests on this freaking floor. And there's a collector syringe, so if you wanted... I mean, you know what? We're fighting the giant. If we're gonna do the caverns into the giant, which I do want to do, this is very good at that fight. Am I okay getting rid of Teloric Shock? I'm gonna say no for the time being. But if I get an opportunity to take like a level 12 one, I probably will, because I do like the syringe for the giant fight. Random weapons. I would love a new weapon. You know what? I should have taken throwing things. Okay, we're gonna take a better tombstone. No, it's actually the same level. But let's go throwing things. Stuns any enemies it hits. I've never actually used throwing things, throwing objects. And if we're lucky, throwing objects will actually work with the tombstone and give us more charges back when we kill things, which it seems like that's what's happening here. Why is my leg hugger giving me... Oh, it's because I'm wearing the outfit, I'm getting critical hits that look like Hotline Miami. That's what's going on. All right, I mean, that seemed to work very well. You stun an enemy, and then if you want to get the tombstone kill, you can. Makes it very easy. Makes it very easy indeed. Indeed. Throwing objects are just dumb fun. I mean, if it seems like a very good way of applying stun. I don't know how long the stun lands for. We should test that out, but no. It does seem like a pretty decent weapon. Forgotten Sepulcher. No, I want to go to the cavern. Baseball bat, it's too. You know what? That makes so much sense. I didn't even consider the fact that that's the whole point. because you get more damage when they're stunned, and then you stun them. I gotta be honest with you. If I could keep, I wish I could keep this character skin, because as soon as I find a baseball bat, I think I'm gonna go baseball bat run. And we know it works against the giant too. Seems like a good idea. It also really does make floors easier because nothing can hit you. The negative, I suppose, is that you do have to deal with the fact that, a secret here. You do have to deal with the fact that enemies will not really be that receptive to the stunning when you're fighting the boss, is what I mean to say. But otherwise, seems great. And you know what I like about it the most? It's real fast. Like, it's immediately out there as soon as you press the button. Why are we dressed like Fry from Futurama with a chicken mask? Says Arcatraz. Fry never wore a Letterman jacket, I don't think. Okay. Kong. I do like that we still have the chicken outfit, but I think it re-rolls on the next level, unfortunately. Shots pierce. Sounds good to me, dude. They also do a lot of damage. Can't help but notice. Bank. I'm gonna say no. You weren't standing still long enough for me to tell. Also, caca! 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 Can't stun the giant. We learned this the other day. You can stun the giant if his eye comes out. You can root his eye too, so I believe. So you can't stun the hands, but you can stun the eyeball. So you wait for the eyeball to come out, you stun it, you hit it with the baseball bat, and you kill it in like 2 seconds. That seems to be the strategy. Something else to remember. You also cannot stun the birds. Wait for it. So like the birds, they take the damage. And he hit me on that, but I did heal back. But they do not get stunned at all from anything. They're immune. They're the ones that are gonna be hard. Wort Maulers, welcome, how are you doing today? I guess I can also just use it as like a quick thrown dagger, but it's not, that's not where it shines. Did get a little bit of AoE kill in there. That's what I'm looking for. Whenever possible, kill the birds when they are not a problem. Leg hugger, what are you doing? I needed that kill for myself. Oh, what the? I forgot that those were an enemy that existed. Got him. I was really trying hard on that one. He's helping. He is helping. I just need the kills myself. Wort Mauler says, I suck so much in Gungeon with the robot. Have you tried not sucking with the robot? This enemy also cannot be stunned or rooted, by the way. I do love that I can kill those guys from the back with the tombstone. Yep, but can't. You've tried but failed. Makes sense. Are you dead? Nope, now you are. Bonk. God, the tombstone is so much fun to use. Scythe claws, Can't seem to figure that one out. Tombstone might be one of my favorite weapons in the whole game. I haven't been down here in a while. Isn't there like a secret area with a bunch of gold in it? Keep our eyes open for that. Keep our eyes open for secrets in general. Secrets and lies. Crap. Got him. Okay. I heard the ding 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 from the leg hugger. I don't know how much damage he's doing. Sure, it says that he triggers bleed on hit. I don't know how much bleed. Sometimes the game doesn't tell you exact statistics. Bird Up says frying pan is my favorite weapon. The frying pan is good, and you know, the nunchucks, the panchucks I mean, are also fun. I do think that the tombstone might be my favorite weapon. You know, I'll put an asterisk on this. It's either the tombstone or the explosive crossbow. I think if we're talking effectiveness of the weapon, it's probably the crossbow is the most effective weapon in like the whole game, I think. But if we're talking about fun, God, I just love the tombstone. I missed, by the way. Also, I didn't get a recharge. My leg hugger must have gotten the kill on that one. Got him. Gotta be a little bit careful on that. We get a Amulet 12, which gives us extra stats. 15% lower damage taken and an extra point in survival. Thank you. Thank you. Dun 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 dun. Our costume is a little bit out of place. I wish we were still Hotline Miami. I gotta be honest with you. I hadn't used the, if I can be honest with you for a minute here, I'm gonna be honest with you and say that I hadn't worn the Hotline Miami outfit previously, but I think it's actually a pretty fun looking outfit. Gotta say, gotta admit, gotta believe. Stun grenade. I feel like I need Telluric Shock just to be able to do more damage to certain enemies. Really? I thought I had a shield. I do not have a shield. That is my throwing weapon, which we've had for a while now. Nah. I'm not gonna worry about that. Did get another scroll. I'm not worried about dying on the giant fight. New weapons, yes please. We are looking for a couple of different weapons. We're looking for baseball bat, tombstone, giant killer, throwing weapons. Let's see what we get. It did get a giant killer. Here's the thing, if we don't get a baseball bat, that's like the next best thing. Well, maybe not, literally. Thank you, friend. 4,000 damage per hit after a second. Not bad. It's not bad damage, my little boy. Little leggy boy. Leggy boy. God, I love just wiping enemies in one hit. Oh my god! I mean, the throwing knives themselves just do a lot of damage. The throwing objects, rather. Random skills. I mean, it is an upgraded to Lorok Shock, level 5 to level 12. It's pretty good. The reason why, by the way, I'm not buying anything from the shops right now is that I want to finish the level. Maybe we'll get a lucky drop, which means we don't have to buy something. We can save money to buy something from another shop. You know, we have limited money on this level. Leg Hugger should level up, but you may have to activate his spikes for it to happen. Okay. I had to think about it for a minute, because I was worried that you were going to try to get me to blow up my familiar, but then I realized that's a different familiar. So we'll get him in there to try to attack something. You know what, let's just try it. Oh, we have to get him in there to attack something before we can explode him. Ye-Roar, welcome, how you doing? Greetings. Grandpa Abe, excuse me? I mean, he got the kill. Well, I used the spike. It didn't seem like it did anything. Gotcha. Maybe he already leveled up? I don't know how this guy works. Oh, crap. Just basically run away while swinging this tombstone, hope for the best. Any cursed chests to pay attention to? Scroll, shop. I don't see any cursed chest, but there is a chest over here, so let's check this one out. It's 355 damage a tick, which is pretty good. Bird Up says, this might be my least favorite enemy in the game. I hate them damn crows. The birds are, they wouldn't be that bad if they could be stunned, but they can't be stunned. And I think I understand the reason for it, which is that it doesn't interrupt their AI when they're jumping. It's still not the best. We don't want this. If your pet evolves, he will be looking like the on in the ship you fight. Excuse me? Use the boy more to level him up. I mean, I'm trying. It's not my fault if he doesn't want to level up. Like, okay. I used him. He didn't level up, guys. What am I doing wrong? Oh, the ones in the shipwreck. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah. The level before the lighthouse. More boy death. Wait a minute. I really just need him to get in there. He doesn't get in there that much. Really, he doesn't get in there that much because everything dies when I hit it. Good job, boy. Good job, boy. Who's a good boy? Conk. Random skills. There's a huge shop here. Oh, there is a syringe. Never had a legendary one, maybe he's bugged. It's a good point. Or maybe he just hasn't leveled up enough. This is a tough one. We gotta think about this. Because spin to win is like an instant win. As long as I can dodge like one hit from the boss. Which admittedly is kind of hard sometimes when you're spinning to win it. But it will probably finish the fight in like 2 seconds, which is a lot of fun. Da-da-da-da. Give me my spin. Dun, 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 dun. And then, let's go to the right side shop. This one, I think. Conk. We should have enough money for what we want. Buy Giant Killer. Reroll. Dude, throwing objects? I can't buy everything, you know? Oh! The baseball bat! Okay, hold on. I bought the baseball bat! That's not exactly what I had intended. Hold on. I want the tombstone. I think we want to get rid of the tombstone and take baseball bat throwing objects. And give this run a shot with the actual, like, combo that you're supposed to have. You have a melon. I'm not gonna forget the melon. We can still bring the tombstone, but I think for, like, the floor combats, this is gonna be totally fine. You throw a throwing object, then you just start smacking. What's the damage of the tombstone? 66k DPS. Attacking stunned or rooted targets. We're not gonna root the final boss. I actually think we wanna grab the Giant Killer for the final boss fight. We'll get rid of the shield, we'll get rid of the tombstone. I'm sorry, tombstone. But I like this a lot. If this works against the giant, I mean, we know it works. We know that you can stun the giant. And by stunning the giant, you can hit his eye really hard with a baseball bat. The Giant Killer is just in case I need another weapon. Where am I going? Going right here. We're at full health. We have a little bit of money for re-rolling if we need to. We'll try to re-roll this into something a little bit better. Maybe like plus damage to a stunned target. Let's go fight. Dun 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 dun. Wow, we didn't get to 60. That's a surprise, but you get a lot of health back when you are using the tombstone because it can't be interrupted. Spreads oil, plus damage to burning and electrified targets. Plus damage to poison and bleeding targets. We do have a minor bleed synergy with the leg hugger. Ammo plus 3. Plus damage to a stun target. Victims burn when they die. Ammo plus 3 seems really nice in case you miss. Okay. I think I might try to use the sword until an eye pops out. This is a pretty good outfit. Is this from Hyperlight? It looks familiar, but probably just looks weird, which is why I think it's from Hyperlight, but I'm not reminded of Hyperlight from the outfit. It's just for some reason that's what I think it might be from, but I don't think so. Oh, we also have spin to win as well. We have got like 4 different ways of handling this fight. So I didn't even get a chance to test it out. I completely forgot that left trigger was gonna be my method of killing this boss. I feel like I may have actually anticlimactically killed this boss. So you know what? Let's get rid of the syringe and take ice armor. That's gonna be my penance. We get 1 kill, 1 boss kill. Do it again, I wasn't looking. Do it again, I blinked. Anyways, that's the reason why you take Collector's Syringe before you fight him. A legendary Tesla coil trap. Okay, I think we'll take this instead. Covers the ground with oil that burns when destroyed. Why is that a legendary affix? That doesn't seem that good. Whoops. Like, that just kind of seems normal. You get that affix sometimes on turrets and you're like, well, what's the point? You're dead anyways. No. One day I'll go down there and fight the queen, but I don't really want to fight the queen. I want to fight the Hand of the King on this one. Do it again. I wasn't looking in 1 week on YouTube. Maybe this is probably gonna be like Dead Cells 10, maybe for the oops, for the DLC. Okay, that was just, I mean, obviously a mistake. I need to rebuild my stockpile of throwing objects, though. It's okay, I won't take any more damage, I promise. Yeah, this seems real good. The ability to stun any enemy and then kill them in about a half second. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Some legendary fixes are just normal ones, which is kind of lame. This seems like one of those situations, because you have turrets in the past have this affix, and it never really felt that good because by the time the turret has been destroyed, you don't care. You've already moved on, or it has like an 18-second cooldown, so you can't really spam it to get the oil out there, to get a synergy off of it. You'd much rather just have the item have an effect. Like Leg Hugger, he applies bleed. That doesn't sound good, but his crits require the bleed, so he crits more. Even Magic Missile, piercing all enemies. Like, sure, sometimes you can get that as a normal affix, but that's still good to have on a ranged weapon like that. But the one I never understood is the one that we have on the turret. Bleed. Or sorry, burn when destroyed. It's like, okay. What do I care what happens when you're destroyed? By then it's too late. Yeah, this seems like it's got the makings of a really fun build. And what I really like is that you don't actually need any points in survival to make it happen. So you could do this as a brutality build, in which case you would get a lot of value out of melee killing a whole bunch of enemies really quickly. with like Frenzy or some other perks. You know, there's perks that like you're somehow better when you have a speed bonus. Oh, that's Frenzy, isn't it? You heal when you have a speed bonus and you kill. And hey, sometimes you can just use a door or a fall. You don't even have to use one of your throwing knives. Yeah, it's pretty good. What does the bat do? So the bat, it does crits if an enemy is stunned or rooted. So I throw a dagger at the enemies, it stuns them. It's a throwing object. I throw the throwing object at the enemy, it stuns them, and then I hit him with a baseball bat, and then they all freaking die. I mean, this is really good. Come here. Like, you can get a really fast rhythm. This seems like a very good build for, Wow, you got him. I kept missing, but it kept doing the attack animation. This seems like a really good build for, melees in BC5, because if you stun the enemies, they can't attack you, and if you kill them very quickly, you can keep your speed bonus up. Which is important. Okay, that time, you know, you're gonna make mistakes sometimes. This is one of those moments. In fact, it might actually be better with the brutality build because I have so many points in survival at this point that the throwing objects are actually killing enemies, which immediately refunds 1 ammo, but then I don't actually get the ability to smack them. I guess that's not a huge problem, is it? Oh no, I'm killing the enemies too fast. What will I ever do? You wanna know what I'm kind of surprised at? I'm surprised that the stun doesn't scale with survival. You would think that it might, because it's a, you know, green stat, but I do believe that regardless of your actual stat distribution, you get the same amount of stun. Dude, I hope that you actually can stun the boss. Because if you can stun the boss, I would love to just walk up to him and bonk him. I'm gonna grab the giant killing sword though, just in case. Because at that point, we might want to have a replacement weapon. We'll see. Apparently I just left this behind. Are we done? Oh my god, that was a fast floor. You know what, we're actually not done. There's a shop. Dun, 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 dun. Random weapons. I mean, there are things that I would pick up here. The Death Scythe is very good. Explosive Crossbow, very good. Scythe Claw, no thank you. Tombstone, rip. It's kind of hoping for more throwing objects, but that's fine. can only stun him for a few frames, I think. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be resistant. A lot of bosses are. But again, that's why we have the big sword, if we need it. I think hitting a stunned enemy prolongs it. I didn't talk about this, but I think it was the last run where we fought the timekeeper in the clock tower. She was in a rooted bear trap. I think I missed the scroll on a previous run. She was in a bear trap, and when I hit her with the baseball bat, she would kind of get staggered and stunned for a moment because like her animations weren't progressing. So I think you can smack with the baseball bat several times while the enemy is stunned. And it slows down their animation, because I think what happens is that when an enemy gets crit, they slow down for a second. So that process is happening while they're being stunned, so they're stunned for a little bit longer. That's my thinking. Whopping 2% extra HP and 15% damage. No, no, no. Kind of like the idea of if it was a red, purple, and green item in there. So you could always get something. What do we want? Damage on a poisoned target. Generates cloud around the trap, plus 80% damage to a poisoned target. Giant killer synergy. 217,000 DPS is pretty good. There you go. You know what? We don't need gastronomy anymore. So let's reset mutations and get better mutations. We'll take disengagement, soldiers resistance, and probably like a no mercy, just to kill the boss a little bit faster. Why not? Let's do it. Let's try it. Can't help but notice I'm not stunning him at all. So I think we're gonna have to say no to that. It was a good thinking. I don't know why everything got stunned all of a sudden. Anyways, he's dead. I kept throwing the knives and he wasn't stunned like at all. So the baseball bat does not work on him. A bear trap would probably work because the bear trap seems to actually last for quite a while. So I would recommend trying that in the future for next time. And maybe you can make it work. But, or, you know, you could also just have a legendary shock trap, legendary leg hugger, and then a 217,000 DPS giant killer. That works too. It's one of the reasons why I really like having bear traps, just because you can put the bosses in the bear trap, and even if it only lasts for like half a second, you know, maybe you get some value out of that. That was a fun run. Dude, baseball bat, I understand it and I like it. I might try to do more baseball batting in the future if it ever shows up, especially if I'm rolling green, but because it's a red-green weapon, I could see that being so good with, if you get both items, with Frenzy, you know, being able to heal as you run into things and kill them. Excuse me, oh my god. But that was a fun run, I enjoyed it. Hope you did as well, and we defeated, we did defeat Death. This was the Scythe Claw one, wasn't it? Scythe Claw run, wasn't it? Feels like it was a last run, but it wasn't. It was just this run a long time ago. We went and defeated Death, 4 BC done. We could crank it up to 5 BC, but I'm not gonna do that quite yet. I wanna fight Dracula on 4 BC, and probably also the Lighthouse. And then we'll crank it up to 5, and then we'll play with Malaise for a little while. But for now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel, any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dead Cells.